Hey guys, welcome back. It's Friday, so happy Freya's Day. And Freya's Day, we make it both in this house go nuts. It's also Loki's Day. Like, Loki got his coffee and his candle and lights and everything today because he's a naughty boy. I knew it was Friday, I knew it was, and I was like, okay. Because he wants to party and be silly, and he's been, like, pinging off the walls with energy. And at one part, we were listening to a creepypasta, and apparently there's a version of a game we used to play as kids. I won't say what game because I don't want you guys playing something dumb and having it work by accident. But instead of the character in the game being female, the character's male, and he doesn't come right away. He waits. Yeah, this is already starting to sound bad, right? Like magic for people that don't do magic. And Loki was giggling so hard and laughing so hard, and he's like, what would the game be like if you put my name in there? I'm like, Loki, that's the kind of crap the horror movies start with. He's like, oh, let's do it! And I kept apologizing to him, and we're both laughing hilariously. And I wasn't drunk or anything, we're just in a good mood from being together. And we go in, and we do this, and I'm like, okay, smart guy, how does this even go? And he's like, oh, just say it, say it, say it. So I say the thing. And he's laughing so hard, and being such a little git. And that was like his big thing for the day. And then as I was on Pinterest, oh no, I'm shouting. I'm like, I finally have energy. I was so tired all day. Stuff for the Apollo cabin came up, and I'm not a Percy Jackson fan. I've never seen a whole film. I've never read a single one of the books. I'm aware that there are kids and they're children of the gods, and they go to Camp Half-Blood, which just makes me think Jason Voorhees shows up at some point. But apparently fans got so attached to the books and to the gods through the books. I don't know, like, if they became pagans. I doubt it, but like, apparently the Apollo cabin is like really hugely popular. There's even an ASMR for Apollo cabin. And as I was working with Apollo, I gave it a listen. I'm like, this is kind of timely. It's interesting. But I was teasing Loki. I said, can you imagine what the Loki cabin would be like? Like if Loki had all these children with all these different people. And not like his classical children like Sleipnir or anything, but that would even be cuter, like his classical children being in the cabin too. But can you imagine like a whole group of Loki's children put into one building? Oh my god. There'd be no camp left. It would be like 2 days. The entire camp would be total chaos until Daddy showed up, and then they'd behave, and then Daddy would go away again, and the whole camp would be entire chaos. Basically, the only idea I have is like a cabin filled with foxes, and the foxes are banging off the walls, excited and destroying everything, and all the other gods are like, I can't imagine children of his behaving. I mean, like, people that follow Loki, we have enough problems. Like, everybody has a different personality. I don't believe in blame your god for what you do, but I've noticed the more time you spend with him, the more sass you get in you. The less tolerable you are to people. When I first started YouTube, I was like really, really hyper careful what I did. Now people just have to say one thing I don't like and I kick them off my channel. Because I'm not putting up with it. Instead of seeing it as a business, I'm seeing it more as running a bar. And it's like, you're drunk, go home. And so I kick them off. And he's just been having a lot of fun today. And he's been running around and he got me up to make coffee. I've been trying to meditate using pink noise, and I know that's stupid. It's kind of like white noise, but it's deeper. It's gone ridiculous. There's also brown noise and green noise, and there is black noise, which is absolutely nothing. It's like silence. It's total blessed silence, which I usually don't get during the day, because you can either hear my refrigerator running behind me, or I can hear like outside neighbors, or go upstairs and you hear life outside. We usually don't get complete silence. We'll say it's too quiet because it's not as noisy as midday, but we usually don't get complete silence. So that was interesting to try. There are like 8-hour tracks of it, and it's 8 hours of absolutely nothing. It's not like your headphones making noise or anything. It's like absolute silence, and it's kind of nice. Excuse me. But we did that ritual, and it is October, and he's hyper for it being October. And, oh, we had somebody come the other day try to lie to us. I'm sure you get these too. They're door-to-door salesmen, and they claim... First they claim that they're for the electric company, and when you tell them they're lying, they're like, well, the electric company is raising your prices, and I'm like, no. I said, if my electric company wants to send me something, they can. And this guy was clearly intimidated, because remember, I frosted the front door, and you've all seen it, so it's like this frosted bottom panel, and the top panels are frosted. And I just opened it just enough so I could, like, see through and look at him. And I wasn't having any of his crap. And he knew it. And he's trying to lie to me. And he knew I caught him in a lie. It's like, yeah, you're lying, dude. I caught you in a lie, caught you in a scam. And so he went away, but he was, like, trying to, like, mouth over his shoulder that, like, I was going to be sorry or something. I'm like, what? You're with the electric mafia? They're going to come burn my house down? And I'm like, what nerve this guy had. First he's on my porch and he's lying. He's lying in a house that has Loki's runes right on the front door, which is always a way to make a great first impression. And I called my friend, and even though she wasn't there, I left a message. I'm like, I hope you know this guy's lying. I said it because we can all get taken by stuff sometimes. We can have so much stuff going on that we get taken by stuff. I got taken by one of these shysters years ago over the electric, so I know it. And, I told Loki, I said, this guy's, yeah, that's his job, but he's basically going door to door and lying to people and extorting people. And Loki's like, yeah, how about that? So, I don't know if he did anything or not. And I did not send Loki after this guy, but I said, it kind of served him right if all 4 tires on his car went out or something, and he got trapped on a back road in the middle of nowhere and his stuff went out. I wouldn't hurt the guy, and I wasn't suggesting that, but I was saying, that would kind of serve him right, because he was not only being a jerk and lying, he was being an aggressive jerk and lying. Like, his company had the power to hurt me somehow. And I'm like, oh, you just made a mistake. You threatened the wrong person. So I called and I made sure my friend knew. Because I'm like, you want to fight? We'll fight. You won't like how I fight either. And so there was that. And I think I've moved from working with the others back to more like towards full time with Loki, which is good. I think Loki's the only god that can handle me. Because he's the one that can get me wound up, and we'll both be wound up, and we'll be pinging off the walls with energy. And we'll both be goofy and silly, and he's a really bad one to take shopping, because he'll be like, that's cool, and that's cool, and And we went shopping at Walmart for stuff, and we did get some basil leaves. We will be careful. We will be careful. But you can use them for other magical applications, or we wouldn't have got any. And by taking him shopping, I mean, we went on Walmart online, and we shopped. But, for me, with the disabilities, it's like, I can walk. I go for walks, but I can't do it all the time. Like the one he asked, how can you be disabled if you could go for a walk every day? Well, the problem is, I will go through periods where I could go for 2 walks a day, and then I will go through periods where I can hardly get out of bed, and I lay there for a couple hours after I'm awake, and you can't hold down, a straight gig like that. And so you need to have something like YouTube, or God's have to bless you to be artistic or something, and you have to get by with that, because you can't work a normal gig like that. And I don't blame companies for it. I mean, everybody would be doing it. Able-bodied people would be like, well, hey, if she don't have to come in, I'm not coming in either. So, yeah. And it looks like it's going good. And I'm just in a silly mood because we played that stupid game and we have all the lights on and we're being crazy and a lot of Fox energy. And I was actually in the other room looking for one of his plush foxes to wear on my shoulder because I think he liked that. I stopped doing stuff like that because I wanted the channel to look more mature and a little more put together. And you can see, other way, dum dum. You can see I brought the gargoyle back in. We're decorating up a bit for Halloween. He's hyper. And I'm like, it's like 41 years, dude. I love Halloween more than any other holiday, but and I can get really run down in October. That's a terrible thing. It's my favorite holiday of the year, but I'm like so run down at times. So I ordered some multivitamins because I get gone off my multivitamins for a while because people say they're crap. People say they don't do anything for you, but I ordered that. Ordered some hair, skin, and nail stuff. Isn't this fascinating to know what I do for my daily life? It's so absorbing. And, you know, some, like, other stuff, but I'll let you know how it goes with the vitamins, because I'd never gone off a multivitamin for long before, and now I've been off of it for about a month. And at first I didn't think I was noticing any changes, but you know how Facebook likes to share your past and never let you let go of stuff? I was going out for walks last year and lifting weights at this time, and wow, I can hardly get out of bed now, and I can like hardly move across the floor. What was it doing so different? I know dietary wise it was different, but not too much different, but I know I had the multivitamins and stuff, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to experiment, see what works out, because I told Loki, I say, if we do one thing this year, this is gonna be the first year that all of October I'm not like, like that. So I will let you guys know if I can figure out what it is. I'm already on vitamin D. I do try to get out for walks, just with when you're so exhausted, the only place I can walk in town is like literally right on the shoulder of the road or right on the road at points. So it's really dangerous for me to be out there when, you know, I'm tired and I'm like dragging, because I just won't hear some of these cars until they're like right on me. And there are jerks in this town that like to drive off the road on purpose and drive to try to scare you. And I would not have the reaction time right now. Plus, there are a lot of drug needles and everything out there, unfortunately, and I'm like kind of spacey now. I don't need to step on any crap and get anything else in my system. So yeah, I'm trying to be careful. I'm trying to get some sun, but probably not getting enough. My doctor was like 15 minutes a day unprotected sun exposure, and I'm like, I try, but I don't always get there. But I'm doing okay, guys. I did do something for the other channel yesterday, but I'm gonna let that go and do it as the muse calls me, because I know when I want to do something, you won't be able to hold me back. Excuse me. That's how I am when I'm creative. When I'm ready to do something, you can't hold me back. I don't care how tired I am. I don't care how hungry I am. You won't be able to hold me back. It's like I know when I want to go for a walk, I won't care if there's 2 feet of snow and black ice on the road. I will be out there walking. So, we'll get to it. We will. I just need kind of that drive and spark back, but I need to rest too, or Loki will find it even more disturbing little creepy crawlies to send to inspire me to rest. He's horrible. Okay, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys think I should do something like, let me grab her because she's right up here. Yeah, I know. Like, have little foxes in the videos, because I don't care. I sit weird anyways. I can. I've noticed, like, I tend to fidget a lot. Like, usually my hands are off camera, and I'm, like, fidgeting with my hands. I'm Italian, yeah. And, you know, you would see me petting Fox, and Sprinkles would be pretty cool to have on the channel. I love her. She's like my only pink fox. My only pink fox. Most of my foxes are like bright red or brown or something, but she's my only pink fox. And I haven't even looked. It's the first year that I went from being on Amazon to Walmart because I canceled my subscription. So I haven't even looked for like little foxes. I used to get myself a fox or two for Yule every year, but I think I have like every fox I need. So if you guys like the idea of a fox, let me know below. I've noticed a lot more adult channels, I don't mean that the way it sounds, are using little plushy guys and gals, and I will try not to do the voice or anything for it, I promise. Okay, so if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.